Well guys, Smilegate did something very unprecedented in the game's history since its actual release 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. And actually something we don't really see in gacha communities or even just like in gacha games in general. And that is a canceling of a huge patch. The Awaken potential patch was one of the biggest patches, if you guys didn't know. Basically, they were planning to add like a 7-star system in a way. Basically, you would have to awaken your units twice. And not only did you get bonus stats on top of that, which was good in theory because it would actually have another area of content in the game to farm and also buff units by upgrading their stats that they're lacking in, but also because they made it so memory imprints would actually give you pretty good effects. For example, they had Crow get like escort buff and like extra barriers with his S3, and that just made it a very, very big problem for free-to-play players or newer players, especially newer players who didn't have dupes of older heroes. I would show you guys what was being changed in the Awaken potential, but basically they kind of deleted everything. Basically they said the Epic 7 team has decided to cancel the Awaken potential update that was announced on Friday last week, and all related specifications would be removed, so there would be no misunderstandings. They pretty much removed everything, which is kind of crazy. Basically, this patch was pretty much going to kill the game almost, I'd say. I don't think the game would have outright died, but I think a lot of players would have quit, and a lot of new players would not have started playing, because we know games with heavy dupe systems never work in PvP games. So Genshin Impact, right? We also have Honkai Star Rail. They're all PvE, so we don't really see a big problem with that. But in PvP, like, there's no point to actually start playing because you're way too behind in PvP if the main focus is PvP in the late game, which Epic 7 is. Basically, they're just trying to remove all that, so the game will proceed as follows. We're still getting all the amazing stuff like the Moonlight Headhunt, the triple banner and stuff like that, but now there's not a need to pull on dupes for every single banner. First, they tried to backtrack halfway and tried to say that, oh, they're going to do this, but not for new units, so they'll do it for old units, which still means you need a lot of dupes. It wasn't just as bad though, because for new units, you'd have to pull on dupes on their banners. For old units, you already have some dupes and memory imprints, but now they're backtracking everything, and like I said, they're trying to remove pretty much everything for the Awaken potential update, which honestly I'm pretty happy about. I think they put a lot of time into it because if you actually looked at the graphics, they probably had a lot of stats planned out, and basically they just took it all away and said, oh, we're scrapping it all, which is a huge thing to do from any company. You're going to see a lot of people, this is just from the Stove site. I'm sure everyone on Reddit, Twitter, everywhere, whatever, you know, area of social media you actually browse. I'm pretty sure everyone's saying different stuff, but I think it's all pretty similar. People are saying, you know, they didn't think they would actually cancel the update, which is probably true. Honestly, I don't think they plan to do this. And yeah, a lot of people are saying, like, kind of commending Smilegate, which I think is like very, very good. Some people are saying this shouldn't be praiseworthy. I think it's pretty praiseworthy because if you think about it, this would have made Smilegate a ton of money. I think it would have been short term, but it would have made them a lot of money. And basically to do this, to cancel something that multiple people on your team has been working on, is pretty good. And you're gonna see a lot of things down below here. People are saying sell skins for money. I think this is the best way for Smilegate to actually make money. It's probably the best thing they can do. I would pay actually for skins. Like, the artwork is amazing in this game. Just like premium, like, graphic and visual stuff. I think cosmetics is how Epic 7 can make so much money because, like, the artwork is amazing. We can't deny it. No matter how much you hate the game system or gear system or gold system, the graphics are amazing. It's the biggest reason why a lot of people play. So I'm pretty sure they have different ways to monetize, and I really hope they do. Now, talking about the compensation, probably what you guys are really wondering. Basically, for 20 days after the next maintenance on Thursday of this week, the 9th of November, if you log in, you're going to get a 5-star Covenant Hero Selector. So not a triple banner, but you get to choose one unit. And I believe this won't work for limited units. So for limited, you still want to pull on the triple banner, but regular RGBs will be available. We're also getting 20 leafs. That's a ton of leafs actually, so I'm pretty happy. If you want to convert this to like dollar amount, it's like $30, I'd say almost. So very, very happy, and that's only when like the leafs are on sale as well. So it's a lot of value. Covenant Selector is like invaluable, especially for newer players. You'll be able to get a lot of the OP units. If you guys are actually wondering what you guys should get from that Covenant Hero Selector, I'll be making another tier list in the near future for that, probably in the next few days when the maintenance rolls around. But for now, I have a top 5 best RGB unit, just a very general guideline. You can check that out. I released it a couple hours before this video, actually. I didn't expect this announcement to come, but it did just like 1 hour ago. So kind of had to get out of bed and then also just make this video for you guys so you guys know that the Awaken potential thing is ending. It's not a thing anymore. It's over. Maybe they'll bring it back in the future. I highly doubt it because everyone in every single server was like rioting. People in China were about to, throw away their championship trophies, threaten the devs. People in Korea were ready with their pickup trucks to park outside Smilegate headquarters. But yeah, you're gonna see, a lot of people are very, very happy that they're deciding to remove this. And I'm pretty happy as well. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe you guys are still upset that they even mentioned this, but they even made an official sorry video. If you guys want to see it, it's on their site. But basically, you can see that one of their devs is very serious, very stoic, like with any sincere apology video. And basically, he's just apologizing. And in Korean culture, he is bowing. So usually, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the bowing culture, but usually when you bow below like 90, that means like you are very, very sincere. Now, it all could be fake, but I can sense that they're very serious about this, because, like, if you think about it, within a week they removed. It's like it was announced on 11.3. Right now it's 11.7, and they deleted everything. Like, if you think about the Ochimri's Luca fiasco and Lithay's fiasco with the side stories, that took like a week, 2 weeks, and actually they didn't even remove it. Right? They just made the next side story easier. This one, they just ended up removing everything, and they're giving a huge compensation, and they even like just removed any trace of it, so people don't even look at it and get mad. And I think this is the best way that Smilegate could have actually tackled the situation. Obviously, the best situation would not be to announce this at all, but I think from a PR standpoint of view, let me know what you guys think about this. I think I low-key think this is like plans. Like, I think they like announced this when they didn't want to do it because they knew people would get mad. And then they're like, no, we plan to cancel it anyways, so that it looks like we're a very good company. So later on down the line, if they do something like just small, like in terms of like monetization, in terms of making money, people won't get as mad. Like, maybe I'm thinking this too, like in the big picture, like big brain, but I'm sure that's not the case. But I just have that slight feeling that someone in the higher ups in Smilegate like thought of it like this. Like, they're like, oh, it's fine, and this is so good for our PR, and later on we can monetize. But hopefully not. I don't really think that's the thing, but I think this is definitely a bad way to actually tackle how to make money in this game, right? Awaken Potential, that's like a completely new system. A lot of people don't play gacha games because dupes are so strong. Like for me, for example, I don't play Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, even though they're very fun, because the dupe system is just too much. Like, even if it's only PvE, I just have the fear of missing out, right? I have FOMO, so it makes me want to pull more. So yeah, I think people are very happy with this being canceled, me included, and I think they should definitely sell skins, right? Like, I think this is the biggest thing. Like, when I looked at the stove post, I'm like, people are mentioning selling skins for money, and I realized I would actually pay a lot for that, right? Let me know what you guys think about selling skins. I think there's so many ideas. People draw a lot of artwork for the game, so even if they take inspiration from that, I don't think people would mind, as long as they get credited, right? Very good for your portfolio if you say, as an artist, like, oh, a game took my artwork and put it in the game, right? A game as big as Epic 7. But yeah, just wanted to make this video because, yeah, we have the canceling of this event, and we have that SELECTOR coming up. So I'll be having a tier list in the future coming out with that. You guys can calm down now. And I was actually very, very scared. I was scared for the future of Epic 7, which would kind of definitely affect the future of my YouTube channel. So I'm glad this has changed. The 5-year, 10-year plan is still in progress now, so very happy about that. Sorry to make this video and upload 2 in a day, but I think this is something we had to talk about because huge change, right? Huge change because there's no huge change coming, if that makes sense. But hopefully you guys have a nice week, guys, and fear not, this is not coming.